What's up, everybody, and welcome to
Top 10 Moments in the DCEU.
Today we're starting with Man of Steel, baby.
Yeah.
We're doing this because, hashtag Release the Snyder Cut is becoming a thing once again because it's actually happening, which I'm actually excited for. I don't know if the movie could be good. It could very well be the shittiest movie ever. It could be worse than Justice League, for all I know.
Yeah.
But it is cool we'll get to see another version of the movie, which is always, that's always the thing, you hear, Back to the Future, they filmed it with, half the movie with, what's-his-face?
Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, and then they just stopped. It'd be really cool to see that version. So that's what I'm excited for, just to see another version of what could have been, because that doesn't happen very often.
Well, yeah, and then it just makes you wonder, because there's things that you're like, oh, they were going to do this, and then it's kind of like Star Wars.
Do you care about spoilers or what could potentially happen? I doubt it will.
I mean, I won't remember them.
I doubt it will because, why would they end this on a cliffhanger now unless they are going to try to do more or whatever? But supposedly Batman was supposed to die at the end of Justice League. Superman comes back, he dies, and it sets up Darkseid and all this stuff. But obviously that didn't happen. It'll be cool. I wonder if this will kick off there being a DCEU again, or if this will be like a one and done thing. There's also talks now that they might release the air cut of Suicide Squad. And he said that'd be easy because they actually filmed it all, and his just got chopped up and put 20 different ways. So I mean, if this is cool, I'd see another version of Suicide Squad.
Yeah. We might not care if Suicide 2 comes out.
Yeah, I've seen James Gunn. He tweeted out I'm fine with that. I'd like to see his version too. People were asking if he could give his permission, and he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter to me if they do that or not. If they think it's a good idea, sure.
Yeah, I mean, different cuts are interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said before, like the last Star Wars. I mean, it would be interesting to see the original before.
Yeah, wasn't it supposed to be 4 hours or something like that?
Fuck. Yeah, probably.
I think Justice League is supposed to be about 4 hours, which is why they're thinking about doing it as a show or whatever.
I did. So we're getting into Man of Steel. I did think this movie was a bit long.
It was. I enjoyed it, but the thing that makes it really long too is the end is fucking batshit crazy. There's about 8 million explosions, and that kind of gets a little old at the end.
You know what I found myself doing too is because when I was little, I watched Superman. Came out in 1978. It was the coolest shit ever. So I can kind of compare it to that one.
Lot less explosions in that one, I have to imagine.
Yes. But there's a lot of similarities too, but not, but it's more, I don't know. So I think I had this is only the second time I've watched this, so I really didn't remember a whole lot of it, but
there's a lot of good stuff in this that I really enjoy, but I do get, it does, towards the end, you're like, all right, how many times can you throw this guy through a building?
You know what it reminded me of? Because you know how you said at the end of John Wick 3?
That's what I was going to bring up. It's like the last fight in John Wick 3 when he's sword fighting and shooting and flipping each other around. I'm like, you guys have been doing this for 10 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're literally, it's the same beings fighting with the same powers, and it's just like, oh, how long does this go on? I guess until he gets mad and snaps his neck. Spoiler.
Which is funny. I have a different thought on that now than I think most people originally watching this movie this time. But we'll do. So the way we do our top 10 list is unlike probably everybody else in the universe.
And that's because you came up with it.
It's because I'm stupid and lazy, and I like to be unique. So the way I do it is I have a top 10 list, but it's literally I just write down 10 things in order of watching the movie. So from hitting start, oh, the Krypton stuff's cool. And you go all the way down to the bottom and Zod gets his neck snapped. That's my top 10 list. So in no particular order except for watching the movie.
It's the dumbest thing ever. But I go with it because...
The funniest part is, when did we start this? What was it for? Was it Star Wars?
Yeah.
You wanted to do a top 10, but it's because you do 5, I do 5, and I misunderstood you, and I did top 10. Watching Phantom Menace.
No, I said 5 best moments, and you turned
but because you said that, I was like, oh, we'll title it top 10, because you do math and add it together. But whatever.
And now we're watching...
And then you ranked yours, too, and I was like, oh, I didn't rank mine. So you just had to do it how to figure out the order. I did mine.
Oh, ranking makes a lot more sense.
That's a lot of work, though. I just write it down and get soundboard clips. So my first one I got here is
Why do you go first?
I don't know. I'm the ruler, bitch.
You're the ruler, bitch? Okay, you can go first.
The intro to Krypton is really cool. The first 20 minutes of the movie is on Krypton, and you think that'd be boring. We've all know the story, but it's stylized, very cool, and I really, really enjoy it. And we also get to see Superman's dong.
I knew you'd bring that up.
Is this the first appearance of Superman's dong?
I don't
see that in the original.
I think you do, actually.
I'll confirm or deny in the edit if it's the first time.
I'm pretty sure you see a super penis.
So how many super penises have been seen?
I don't know. I can keep track. I'm pretty sure though.
Well, there's really only been 2 live-action origins of Superman, right?
Recent ones, yeah. I don't know about.
Well, like I doubt they're showing dick on the TV show, so but like I'm talking.
You don't know.
I guess they're baby
Some
dicks.
Playboy.
So. You know what's interesting to me?
Probably a lot.
So you can get away with showing Superman's dick because it's a baby, and no one cares about baby nudity. But if you showed a grown man with a baby dick, you can't put that just in any movie. Okay. It wouldn't be rated PG-13. It'd be rated R.
Okay.
If you just if you didn't
just completely
if you didn't see it was a man, if you just saw from the waist down, they just had it zoomed in, you just saw a dick. And like, that's either a baby's dick or a baby dick. And then they tell you it's a baby dick, I bet you the movie's rated R.
You're probably right, but it wouldn't be Superman.
How do you know?
Because Superman can't have a baby dick.
He's perfect in every other way. He's got to have a small...
No, he's not Superman. You can't even argue that.
I guess you're right, maybe.
Do you want my number 1?
I mean, I want your number 10 because that's where I started, so... I go 10-1.
Why?
I don't know.
They're not in order. What's the difference?
I don't know. It's just how I typed it.
There's Russell Crowe as Jor-El.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. That's his name.
I didn't want to say it because that was my number 1.
I knew it was a bird.
I was watching it and he popped up and I was like, oh, Russell Crowe's in this. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
And then, and he's pretty good. I liked him.
I really like him as Jor-El. I would totally watch more of him doing that shit. I like him fighting was really cool.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, well, it's weird because I just listened to a podcast about Gladiator.
Oh, yeah.
And how good he was in that. You know, he won the Academy Award for that. I think he won back-to-back years. And I mean, and Gladiator's probably like his best movie. And
not Man of Steel?
No, probably not.
It's a bummer. My second one I got here, or number 9, I guess. See, it's weird. I go my first one and my second one, but on my notes, it's 9 and 10.
It's so hard to keep track of.
I'm kind of a confusing gal. Superman saving all the men on the oil rig. I like that.
That was cool.
I believe it's this scene that when they were filming it, like they were like, "Hey, you gotta shave your face and chest and all that stuff," because like saying,
Do you think he worked out for this movie?
Nah, he's just born that way. He's Superman.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I also thought in this movie, I was like, "Oh, he'd be a good Wolverine." Like I've heard people say that, but when he's all hairy on this oil rig, I was like, he would be a pretty cool Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that, but yeah.
But they were saying he had facial hair and that chest hair and all that, and they're like, "Hey, you should shave that." And then he was like, "No, in the comics, he had hair, and like he showed him a particular moment and all that."
Oh, really?
So then, like, I guess he's very like well versed in Superman. So they're like, "Oh, okay, I guess keep it."
As much as I wouldn't say this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life, and I know you enjoyed it. I didn't not enjoy it. I just didn't think it was great. I love him as Superman.
Yeah, I really, really like him. I think that's part of it. He's just enjoyable to watch as Superman.
And then also when I saw him with the beard, I remember the first time I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Superman has a beard.
Yeah.
And now I was like, oh, hey, it's the guy from Mission Impossible.
You're like, hey, they should CGI that off of him.
Does your thing really stand for hope?
Yes.
Did you like the oil scene though?
Yeah, I did. It was really cool. I like he's like, give me my binoculars, and then he's
he
like,
turns around and he's gone.
And I did like how when he opened the door, he's like, he was on fire, but his chest hairs weren't really on fire. That was weird.
I thought it was weird when the helicopter's there and they're get the one last guy and he's just looking. He didn't give him like a second like, no, go, it's okay. He just like looks at him and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna grab this.
He's not good at communication.
And then he catches it and they're like, oh, well, this guy's fucking crazy, so let's get out of here.
Yeah.
But like he couldn't have given like a second like, no, I'm good. You move on.
Right.
Also, where's Aquaman?
Superman's a no-show.
I've never seen Aquaman, so this will be interesting.
When we do Aquaman, which won't be for a while, I'm gonna do a counter of all the so be it's.
So be it.
Because me and Taylor were,
and then
I really hope there's more than like 4, because then it'll just make me and Taylor look crazy. But we were like, what the fuck? We were in the theater watching it, and we just kept thinking of 2.5 Men because they just kept going, so be it.
Well, that's all I can think about is 2.5 Men when you say that.
So I'm gonna do a counter, and we'll see how many is actually in the movie.
When you had this idea to watch all these movies, I thought, fuck, at least I get to watch Wonder Woman out of this.
Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Well, Aquaman's like, it's okay.
Your buddy's back.
Fuck, I knocked out that fly before we were filming and I was awake.
You should have killed him.
I didn't know where he went. I hit him. Some of the last couple of these are. Ignore him, please.
Sorry, he's
not gonna hurt you.
He flew at me like a.
He's not gonna hurt you. He's a fly.
Kamikaze.
The last couple of these are pretty decent. I was really hoping Birds of Prey would be on HBO Max, but it's not.
Oh,
so I left that off the list unless we decide to buy it by the time we get to there.
It might be on something.
Yeah, it might even be on HBO Max by the time we get to there.
Yeah. How quick are we doing these?
I don't know. Once a week, one every other week. It kind of just depends how busy we are.
So once a week?
Probably. But yeah, Aquaman. It'd be. I want to rewatch that too because I remember thinking it was all right, almost bad before, but like it was enjoyable to watch in the theater, especially because I was with Taylor and we were laughing at it. But rewatching it'll be interesting to see, especially watching these in order.
I wanted to see it, and then after the Taylor's reaction, I was like, I'll just wait for it to come out on DVD. And then when it came out on DVD, I was like, All right, so mine number 2.
Yeah.
Mine is little Clark freaking out in the classroom.
Oh, that's actually my next one too. And I put like his creepy flashbacks when he sees his teachers and the students' skeletons and all that.
I liked.
Did it make you think a lot of Brightburn in this watching this movie?
Yeah, kind of, because it was like, so if he had if he had the dude from The Office as his dad instead of Kevin Costner.
But I mean, even like in that movie, they were good to a point, but the kid was just a dick.
Yeah, the kid was an asshole.
But
yeah, it could have.
It made me want to watch Brightburn again, though.
I liked Brightburn a lot.
Yeah, I think it's on Stars.
But yeah, I mean, it could have gone. It was cool how they showed in this movie like that his dad told him that he was special.
Yeah.
And that he needed to do things the right way, and that's how it ends up being.
His dad has good messages, but it is also pretty stupid in some other stuff he does too.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, but God,
it's Kevin Costner.
Yeah, apparently Kevin Costner needs a reality check in some things. Just let him be Superman for fuck's sake, Kevin. God. So now that was my number 8. So you just go again, also.
It's Kevin Costner, Superman's stepdad.
Oh, okay. Well, but we could talk about that. I have actually another one down here more, so we'll skip another one of mine. But he dies for no fucking reason.
He dies for a reason. No, that's my...
Superman is Flash. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. He can go... And they'd be like, well, that's weird. Whatever. And they're all freaked out because of a tornado. He could have saved his dad. And I get he's like, they'll think you're a freak. But with Superman, we all know they accept him.
Yeah, but he wasn't Superman yet, so they didn't know.
I know they didn't know, and I know it makes
sense because
he's an alien boy.
They set it up the whole time, and he just like. It was weird when I was watching it. And I was like,
also, first of all, why didn't he just let him save the dog, and then he could have just sped off the other direction, flown away with the dog, and it would have been all fine. Kevin Costner didn't have to go down there and get trapped by the car.
I think Kevin Costner thought he could get the dog.
Yeah, well,
obviously.
Kevin Costner's not Superman now, is he?
When I was watching it, I was like, there's only one person that could probably tell Superman to go get Mom, and then I'll go get the dog. It's Kevin Costner. And then the thing falls on him, he breaks his leg, and then he just takes a tornado up the ass. They set it up that, it was going to happen, and then he died for him, basically.
Yeah, but it could have been avoided, and then those people would have forgot.
You don't forget a fucking guy running through
when the tornado's going by, you just think anything's going on.
Do you think there's a Wizard of Oz Superman crossover since they're both in Kansas?
Oh, probably. And Zod's like, dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little Jor-El too.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't like Wizard of Oz.
It's on HBO Max. We could do that next.
No.
We could watch that and Oz the Great and Powerful with James Franco. But what did you want to say about? Did you say everything you want to say about him being?
I liked it when he died.
I like him. That does seem stupid. I've never liked it.
I liked it because I understood what it stood for.
Oh, I understood. I'm
not saying you didn't understand.
I
I just appreciated it. I was like, oh, that's cool. He's gonna,
So here's the question: if I'm Superman, and you're by the car, do you go? Or do you go, fucking save me, jackass?
I would have said save me, jackass.
Exactly. And now we'll move on.
I'm not Kevin Costner.
That's for sure.
I'm going to turn into Mr. Brooks here in a second.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
What? You fucking lost your fucking mind.
Jor-El explaining Krypton to Cal I really liked. And then also I put this in there because it's like the sandwich scene. We get to see Superman in his suit for the first time. I liked when he steals the ship, saves Lois and all that. And then Jor-El pops up, explains Krypton to him. It's kind of like, Zack Snyder does this a lot. It's like the opening of Watchmen, and he didn't do Wonder Woman, but it reminded me of that. Like when they see the whole, like, it's like animated-ish, but like through that weird stuff. I don't know the words to describe it, but.
Well, your hands are doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you skipped quite a bit right there, right? Or no?
A little bit, because I didn't want to keep going like, oh, he saved the kids at the bus. Oh, he saved, like.
Oh, because that's my next one. I liked the bus scene.
I liked all that, but I kept putting like, oh, I like the intro. Oh, Superman saving the oil rig. Oh, the kid's flashback. Like I was like, I think you get it. I like that.
Because I like how he saved the fat ginger, anyways.
And then the kid ended up kind of respecting him.
See, in Brightburn, he wouldn't have saved the fat ginger.
He would have broke his arm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really really liked that. It was just more seeing Jor-El and stuff.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. And he's in a suit for the first time. He's flying around. He does the little thing. Now that reminds me of fucking The Last Jedi when Rey makes the rocks go up and does a with the rocks. Goes up in the air.
Yeah.
Because they copied this, but whatever.
Okay.
What's your next one?
Is it my turn?
I was just talking for a couple minutes. So
Well, my fifth was Kevin Costner dying in the tornado. So my sixth was Joel. I put Joel.
Joel?
Joel Embiid from the 76ers. Jor-El helping Lois off the ship.
Oh, I have that. Wow, you jumped way ahead with that.
Wow.
That's my number 2.
That's what I mean. They could have.
And I'm on number 6, which
could have
is...
trimmed it a little bit, I think, is what I was.
There's a lot in there. That's kind of neat.
Well, I mean, that was my next one. I thought it was really cool when he was like he shut the one thing. He's like, pick up the sidearm, shoot. It was just cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And
Yeah.
he's like, left, shoot now. All that. Like, it was really. I actually wish that part was a little longer.
Nothing in this movie should.
No. They could have trimmed others. They could have took out the part where Perry White's saving that stupid bitch. I don't care about that. Another coworker. Who cares?
You know, one thing I will say is the cast is really good in this.
Yeah, which is why I'm excited that he did sign a new deal. Well, sign a new deal. It's not official yet, but basically, he said he signed a new deal and he'll be in other movies. But it'll be Man of Steel 2 and all that because it's really good. I like them.
Right.
They're a lot in Batman v Superman, but that movie's not great. So
I also was like, so he's not going to be Clark Kent the whole time, which I know, and I don't mean he's Clark Kent, but I meant the reporter. And then at the end, he shows up.
he's a
I was
reporter.
like,
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So my next, I skipped my Jonathan Kent dies because we already talked about that a bunch.
Okay.
So my next one has to do with Zod's message to the people.
Son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies!
I don't think that's in the movie.
That's what I heard when he put the little message to everybody, and it was like, "You are not alone." That's what I heard.
I wanted to put something about Zod in here,
And
I may have, but
your
Wow.
notes right in front of you.
no, I know,
And you're
but
like, I might have wrote it down. I forgot how to read in the middle of this video.
no, it's just I forgot his name. The
actor?
Yeah.
I'll look it up. I didn't remember either. I meant to look all this up before he filmed. Flies back, by the way.
Oh, he didn't fly out of the room with the closed door, huh?
Shut up.
So he was really good, but Jesus, I really love him.
Do you remember when he spoiled that movie Superman?
No.
Because everyone's like, "Oh, you died in this, and you're in that. Are you gonna be Doomsday?"
Oh.
And he was like, "No." And then like later on, he's doing an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, they had me in these flippers and shit." Talk about all they filmed, which like that was clearly CGI, so I don't know what they would have done with him in flippers and all that. If that was a deleted scene or what, like him like starting to be it. But he basically spoiled that Doomsday's in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was awesome in Boardwalk Empire. He's a fucking creepy fuck, but I loved him in that show, so it's cool to see him.
He was a really good Zod. He's a really good bad guy.
He's just a good actor, period. Yeah.
Under the table, he's behind the GoPro.
Is there more than one? Or is he just a fast
No, he's
fuck?
just. Was it you?
The fuck?
All right, maybe I'll stop.
The whole fight scene in Smallville.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Another reason I had trouble with this is it felt like the first hour and a half
Was like nothing, and then
it's like a setup.
Not nothing, but it's
But it's the setup and it's the story, and then the last hour is just a couple fight scenes, long ass, way more destruction than we need fight scenes.
Yeah, which it almost gets comical. Then it's just fun. It's like, oh, what else? Because it's always, and then they get up inside. You see what? Oh, they're in Sears, and then you fly. Oh, now they're in IHOP.
Yeah, they're just like, and then like, oh, let's throw down another building. You know what I thought the whole time? New York had a rough 2 years.
Yeah,
because first it's the Avengers in 2012, and then it's this in 2013.
That's why in Justice League, like, let's go to the Ukraine. Let's fuck them up a little bit. My next one I got here is I really like the interrogation scene. Like he shows up to them and he lets them handcuff him and all that. And then he stands up, he's just like ding, and goes and talks to him and all that. But the guy he talks to, General Swanswick, Nick Swartzen, he's in there, and apparently in Zack Snyder's Justice League, it was going to be revealed that guy's Martian Manhunter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that might be in the Snyder Cut.
That would be
very interesting. He's confirmed that guy's.
Do you think he'd have more to do in the movie than he does on Supergirl?
Probably not. I mean, it was weird. In this movie, there's a lot of instances where, like, if this guy's fucking Martian Manhunter, he can help out. Because and you can kind of... it is very similar to his story on Supergirl. Like, he's in charge but doesn't want to show himself, so he's doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It's just fucking be a superhero. It's so annoying.
But he's a Martian.
But like, at the end, and he's, like, talking to Superman and all that, like, you can kind of tell they're hinting, like, there's more to this guy, or... there'll be more story, but unfortunately we never got that. But that'd be, hopefully that is the case, because that'd be really cool.
That would be interesting. That'd be cool. My next is just a destruction of New York. They just fucked it up.
Yeah.
And it was like so over the top.
Big time, yeah.
Which I guess...
That's why because everybody bashed it, but that's what I kind of like about Batman v Superman, is it starts with that, and you get to see it from another angle, and then they totally played that in the story, which I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, that, like, you took the criticism of this movie and turned it into a storyline.
Well, yeah, and that... I mean, just everything is... And there, I mean, there's time... Like the fighter jet, like, go... in like... Why? At some point, you got to realize that you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And then they get shot and they fucking fly into it.
Yeah, I did like when the helicopter crashes in Smallville, and the guy, he's like, with the MP5, then pulls out his pistol, and he's like, it's just bouncing off him. Like, how many more guns is this guy going to pull out and shoot her? That's just going to bounce off. He pulls out a knife, and then she's got a knife out, and you're like, Jesus Christ. And then eventually
it was like Call of Duty. He ran out of bullets, and then his fucking pistol pops up.
Yeah, and it just is completely shitty.
Yeah.
So the next one, is it me next?
Yeah.
You use it. Zod talks to Superman in like a dream world thing, like when he gets in the ship and asks him about the codex and all that, and Superman doesn't know or won't tell him. But I really like that he was in his black Superman suit there. I thought that was really neat when he's talking to him, and like he has him in there. He's in his black suit. They're both in there, and then he falls through all the skulls.
Yeah, that was weird.
But it was pretty neat.
Yeah, I like that.
I think Black Superman might make an appearance in Snyder Cut's Justice League also.
Oh, really?
I called him Snyder Cut as if that was his name.
You want my next one?
Sure.
The black hole at the end when the Colonel and the scientist basically...
Oh, and they like
save the
kamikaze into the thing to get it back.
Yeah, the one dude pushes the thing in to make it go, and then he crashes. Because if he crashes it, it wouldn't have done any good if...
Wasn't that a little weird, though? So she puts that in there, and she's like, well, it's supposed to go in all the way, because she put it in before and pushed it in.
And he's like, that's what she said.
Yeah, that was weird, and then they did that.
Yeah.
But then later on, he just goes, loop. Lois, you could have just pushed it in.
No, that's not what happened.
It was 10 minutes later, he just pushes it in, and then the guy kamikazes the plane.
No, he turned it. He turned the thing so it would fit in, and then it pushed it in.
I'm pretty sure he just went...
No, he looked at it and was like, wait a second, it's supposed to be lined up. So then he lined it up and then pressed it.
So either way, Lois is still stupid.
Well, I don't think she knew. The other time she just pressed it and it just went right in.
I guess. Okay, give her the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I was more giving him the benefit of the doubt. He figured it out. That's why I wrote him down, because he figured it out.
You don't have to fucking yell at me.
Jesus.
Kal-El helping Lois escape. We were talking about that. You fucking stepped on my toes with that one. So let's go to my last one. Zod versus Superman fight. It's batshit crazy, but I like it.
That's my last one too.
But I also really like, because like the whole movie, he's like, I don't want to kill the guy. Like, I wanted to hit that bully, but I didn't. And his dad was like, yeah, it's good you didn't. I wanted you to hit him too. He's kind of an asshole, but you know, good you didn't. And
I like that too.
And then finally, like, it leads up to this where he's fighting the bully, and then the bully's gonna kill someone, so then he has to snap the neck. I like that. I usually thought he could have probably.
Did you find it odd that
probably could have just covered his eyes with his hand? Would have been a little more humane, but you know, he snapped his neck. It's kind of cool.
Did you find it odd that he could snap his neck?
No, because I think it's just shown I could have killed you at any time, but I'm trying to stop you and lock you away because I don't want to.
But doesn't he have his same powers?
But I think Superman's stronger because he's been there more, and like Zod's just learning how to be there.
Oh, okay.
And like just learning to be in the atmosphere and all that. So
well, no, I did like it when Zod, when his thing came off, is like.
And he's like, what the fuck?
And he's like freaking out about it. I'm like, oh, that's why you had the kid thing earlier. I get it.
Yeah. But so I really like that moment now. I usually thought that was a bit much, could just cover their eyes and whatever, but it was kind of cool, I thought. Is that it? That's everything?
That's all, folks.
All right, so I thought of a ranking system we could do here. Is the movie a...
Oh, shit.
Or...
I dig it.
It's kind of in the middle for me.
For me, it's a...
I dig it.
It's an, I dig it.
Okay.
I would have digged it more had it been about an hour and a half.
It could have been a little... Could have been like 10, 15 minutes shorter.
It's just so... There was stuff happening that, like, I get. It's part of the story, and they're trying to make it this huge, big story, but, like, we just want to see Superman. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was trying not to be that guy who was like, just show me Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But just show me Superman.
Like that long scene when, like, they're staring at each other, and he's like, my mom's in danger. Could have been a little shorter, or, like, when they're standing after the city's being destroyed, and she's like, you know, they say after the first kiss... It's all downhill. And then he like stares at her, waiting like it seemed like almost 5 minutes. He's trying to think something insane. He's like, I think that only works for kissing humans.
It's funny. I think Lois Lane is annoying no matter who plays her.
I like the one that's on the CW. With and that was just only been on the crossovers right now, but will be in the Superman Lois show.
Yeah, I
like her.
In the movies, they just always annoy me. And it's nothing against like the actress. It's like she's a good actress. I just it's like she's
Yeah,
always falling and
I like her in Sharp
screaming.
Objects.
I only watched 2 episodes and I got ugh.
You got ugh.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means I didn't want to watch anymore.
I don't know if I'd call it getting ugh. But so that's it. We're done with our first. I want to call it something different. I feel like it's just simple. Calling it top 10 moments of. So we should think of a name before we do the next one. As of right now, it's just top 10 moments because we got nothing. But I think we should think of
How
like
about the best motherfucking moments of the fucking movie?
No, because then we'll never get an ad on any video we do.
I got you.
And we're only here for the money, baby.
Really?
Cha-ching.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why we're going to quit next week.
Yeah.
But I think we should think of something that like doesn't not like just for like the DCEU stuff. Like we can do these like more like say we wanted to do Austin Powers, say we wanted to do Saving Silverman, whatever movie it would just fit in this category. Just think of a name with like, is it a bad movie or a good movie? I'm trying to incorporate that into the title, but I can't think of anything at the moment.
I'm glad you waited with your own camera to think about it.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it now, dumb fuck. I was saying it, so if anybody has an idea, and then we should do it.
I got you.
It's called, hey, do you have an idea for a title for the show? Tell me. Apparently that goes right over your head.
I'm going to fucking go over your head in a second.
You're going to fuck your son? That's kind of gross, dude.
That's not what I said.
You said you wanted you wanted me to... Hey.
Son of Jerome! Kneel before Sod! Snitchy boochies.
Do you think you could catch Superman if I threw him at you?
Do you think you can catch my fucking semen if I chucked it into your mouth?
No.
Like,
Put that at the beginning of the video. I don't know why we're not getting ads.
Well, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah. Can I tug on Superman's cape?
You get spit in the wind.
That's how
you
you
know
say
something about that, and you don't mess around with Jim. I do and die dee.
This is the worst Jim Croce I've ever heard.
We'll have a single coming out next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on Man of Steel, and join us next week when we talk about Batman v Superman.
I have one question.
Extended cut?
What?
The 3-hour-long extended cut? No, that was not on HBO Max.
Thank fucking
If it was,
God.
because I have it on Blu-ray. If it was, I was gonna make you watch it, but they don't have it on there, so I figured not everyone's gonna watch it. They won't get to enjoy the really long scenes that makes the movie better, but like, you want to die by the end of the movie because it's so long.
I honestly feel like the only reason you did this is to make me watch another Ben Affleck movie.
Maybe he is the bomb in Phantoms, yeah.
I'm bombing phantoms, what can I say?